You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history.
Hey, fellow Riblets, it's Christmas time. How you guys doing today? Thank you for coming. I see a lot of people here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Um, got a lot of people here. Juliet, I see you jumped over from Carnivore Edens. I mean, Carnivore Helix, I'm sorry. You are Carnivore Edens. So it's a little hard for you to jump over from yourself, or can you? I'm not sure. Not sure how that would work. So I am doing my Christmas live for people that aren't really doing anything. Unfortunately, I am actually not doing anything. There were plans for me to go to my sister's and for us to go to her friends, and I was invited. But this cold, it's really overpowering me. I took some medication, but it just wouldn't be. I just wouldn't really feel right going out and stuff like that. So so I chose to not go, but this is my decision. So I'm spending my Christmas with you guys. So thank you, John. Thumbs up. I see a lot of people are here. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Um, Lainey, George, we got Granny Boo, and we got Lynn, 22 Cute Cat, and then let me see who else. Do. And Terry B. How you doing, Terry? So anybody that wants to come on here and say Merry Christmas and say hello, feel free to do so. I hope that we have a little bit of a momentum today. But I know a lot of people have plans and they're doing their Christmas thing. And like I said, I chose to um, you know, only because I don't want anybody to get sick, and I'm not sure how. I don't think you guys can. I don't think you guys can sit sick through the camera unless you have a computer virus. Then maybe, but so I figured I'd wear a red shirt today. I don't have any Christmas shirts, so the closest I could come up with is this shirt here with Snoopy. I know Snoopy has Charlie Brown Christmas, so and in red resembling Christmas. So I wore my red shirt. So that's as close as I have for a Christmas shirt. And of course, I'm wearing my Riblets hat. So, the original Riblets hat. Hello, Josephine. And you made it. I know it's really late for you, so I do appreciate, and I hope that you're not losing too much sleep being here. So, um, what do we want to talk about? Do you guys have any like good? Oh, Angela, thank you. You're here too. Appreciate that. So does anybody have any like really good Christmas stories that they would want to tell? Or, you know, Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. Boy, I didn't expect this many people to be here today, you know? So I appreciate you guys. And what does Josephine say about my jokes? Howdy, howdy, Thomas. I'm here this morning. LOZ. Love the dad jokes. All right. Well, if I come up with any, I will definitely I try not to disappoint. Oh, thank you, Crochet Grandma. And I'm sorry, Crochet Grandma. I didn't. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You don't know how much. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. And Hawkeye Nixer. Thank you, Hawkeye Nixter. I don't recognize the name, but I'm guessing you should be one of my new riblets. So welcome to the Riblet family, and I hope your day is going pretty good so far. And I should show. I'm not used to getting such generosity. Well, no, actually, I am. That's a wrong thing to say. I am used to it. So thank you, Grandma. And again, if I pinned to the top, I pinned the link to get in here. So if anybody wants to say hello, introduce themselves if they haven't already, or oh, Nikki W. I recognize Nikki W. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? How you doing? I like the name Hawkeye Nixter. I like that. Well, isn't that nice of Ted to help you with that, Angela? That is, Ted, her dog, is helping her eat her pork belly and bacon. What would Angela do without Ted's help? She'd be forced to eat the pork belly and bacon, and then where would she be? Where would she be? So, thank God, right? And I appreciate that, Amy. Amy is saying that she's sorry that I'm sick. It's kind of very common with me to get sick on the holidays. I've been doing it. I'm sorry if I'm wiping my nose. I did take some. If Mason comes in, tell her I took some Afrin. I did get some. I did go to the store, and I was able to get some Afrin. So I did get it, and I already put it. I already did it. I don't know how it is for carnivore, but if it helps, then that's what I'll do. And so far my throat isn't too bad, but as long as I keep myself cleared up, I should be fine. I just didn't want to go to a party. And Josephine, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Shiba dog shaking his body from left to right, surrounded by red hearts. Okay, cool. Excuse me. And Hawkeye Nixter says, Iowa Hawkeyes, we bleed black and gold. That was the colors of actually my school, but we weren't Hawkeyes. We were Panthers, the Black Panthers, and our school colors was black and gold. So that's pretty coincidental. All right, let me just check. I just want to make sure. Yes, I do. Okay, so if anybody wants to come on here, Lane just said that George is on his way. All right, well, George is always welcome here. Anybody else too wants to come on just to celebrate the holidays? And if I could make some virtual eggnog, I would. I actually already had my meal. I actually had some chicken quarters with cold butter. And believe it or not, it was actually pretty good. The butter really enhances the flavor of the chicken, especially when I didn't cook it in lard. I just cooked it in the oven. I don't think I can take any chances on that today. And everybody's saying hi to Juliet. Hey, Juliet. Yeah, it's all right, Lynn. It was my choice, and you know, my sister actually gave me a Christmas gift, even though we agreed that I wasn't supposed to get one. She did it anyway. So I have my Christmas gift for them. I have a game set, but I'm going to actually, I'll send it to them in the mail when I get a chance. So, and thank you, John, for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Let me actually look and see how many thumbs up I have. You refresh that. Wow. Okay, cool. 10 thumbs up. I appreciate that, guys. Jen E, the crafters. Hello, how you doing? Merry Christmas, or John. Oh, thank you, John. And we got Lainey and George. According to the thing, it says Lainey and George.
Yeah, don't worry. The lady's actually monitoring from the kitchen, but I suggested she comes and at least says hello, so she probably will do an announcement.
Oh, no problem. You both are always welcome. So how's your holidays going so far?
Yeah, brilliantly. Finished work last Thursday, so I've had a few days off already, and we went for a fantastic lunch today because obviously it's 5 o'clock over here. We're just gone 5 o'clock over here, and we went up to our local restaurant, which is where anybody who's coming over in the summer will be staying. It's carnivore friendly, so Lainey had roast beef and I had a sirloin steak. So yeah, very good. It's been really enjoyed it. And then we got the fire lit. It's very very cold over here today. Not much above 0 centigrade, which I think is 32 Fahrenheit. So, and yeah, it's been pretty cold, but it's very very Christmassy, shall we say? So yeah, really good.
Oh, that's excellent. Just really quickly, Juliet, thank you for the $4.99. Video game controller hobbies along unhappy with broken arm. I'm sorry about the broken arm. But you might, like what better way to play video games than to sit around and just veg, right? So I feel okay, Jen. My nose is just really stuffed up and it just makes me very, very like groggy. That's all. But I do plan. I'm doing this because we're here. I just didn't think it was a good idea to go out into public and be all dressed up and be all fancy and then start sneezing on the food. I didn't think that was a good idea. So, virtually is one thing, but in real life, it's a whole different animal. So I'm feeling okay. My head is just, we've all been here, right?
Yeah, is everybody in the audience feeling okay? Because there has been some quite nasty flu going.
It's been going. My sister even said she goes like half the people in her staff are like all sick.
Yeah, I've had a slight sniffle for about 6 weeks now. Can't seem to get rid of it, but it doesn't do anything worse and just give me I've got to blow my nose about twice a day, but that's all.
Well, you're lucky if it's only twice a day. But
yeah.
I'm more like twice every 10 minutes. But
so it's a proper cold then, yeah. Mine's hung around, but it never develops into anything worse than a sniffly nose. So
yeah,
it could be worse.
I mean, I'm as good as I'm going to get, right? So it's all good. But my sister, she said like almost half of her staff is, and she has a big staff. So she said, it's not that shocking.
No, when it gets hold of a workplace and it just goes round everybody, same as schools as well. Schools are a terrible place for
Well,
for
I was saying the Booby Goats earlier. I don't know if you were on her live stream today at all, but like I work in a convenience store, so it's not that shocking for me to get sick. I mean, all I am is around money and people, all these other people. Um, it's very commonplace for me to get sick. It's not that
Yeah.
shocking.
No, we had to miss Erin today because obviously we were out for lunch. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
It was pretty good. She was reading. You would have liked it. She was reading like stories of like why why some in some traditions why they ban Christmas and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of history. So I think you would have gotten a kick out of it. You would have liked it.
Probably would have done. Yesterday she did about wassailing, which is a tradition, and it's a big tradition here in my home county of Somerset because we are the main cider producing county. So I did find her a nice little short on YouTube about the wassailing ceremony here. So I sent that to her. So hopefully she enjoyed that. And it was
where I used to live I live in New Jersey, but I used to go to the Peddler's Village in Philadelphia.
okay.
And they had a wassailing festival every year.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's big news here. It is. It's the driving out of the evil spirits and the encouraging the nice spirits to help with the apple crop later on. It's also a good excuse for everybody to get together and drink far too much very strong cider. But it's just one of those little festivals that we have over here where everybody enjoys themselves basically. It's the sort of thing I used to do quite a lot, but I don't anymore. And I haven't had an alcoholic drink now for over 6 months, so that's my wassailing days are over.
And Sandy is here, and she is saying hi to Lonnie. So I'm guessing Lonnie is Lainey.
I would guess so. Yes, the kids, the U and the I are right next to each other on the keyboard, and I make that mistake all the time. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in here. Wow. I really didn't expect that many people for the holidays. I just figured it was like just gonna be, like a skeleton crew, so to speak.
No, you've got the gang together again, Thomas. We've really come together in this year. It's nice to see a couple of visitors from Nicky W from the Mitch Fitz as well, which is really good.
Yeah,
I see we've got Barbara in. I think Barbara is definitely my hero at the moment because what she's done recently with her AI songs, they're just amazing. It's obviously but it's her own poetry that she's put into music.
Yeah.
So she's just a prolific poet, and I'm just amazed by the way she just keeps on turning out a song every day. And
yeah, she is so.
So thanks, Barbara. Really, you've made my year. Really.
I mean, do you think Carnivore has helped us become more creative, or do you think it just helped us bring out our creativity?
Now that's a really good question. There's has it become, or has it helped us bring out? Probably I think it's the latter, because I think you are creative or you're not. But as we know, what Carnivore does is it improves our mental faculty. It brings out the best in us. We can think quicker, but and our creativity reaches a new level. So yeah, I would say that is the case. I think most of us are naturally creative anyway, because most of us are critical thinkers. Most of us have a questioning mind. Without that questioning mind, we wouldn't be here. We would never have arrived together. So I'm studying a website called, not a website, a YouTube site called Deep Work at the moment. And it's saying that those who think outside the box, those who educate themselves, basically, we have an advantage over those who get stuck in the establishment, in the system. It's a fascinating series of stuff. And I realize it applies to me because throughout my life, I tried working in big systems and it just never really happened for me. And I didn't fit in. And now I'm in this sort of world where I'm working on the gig economy, as we call it in the UK. So I don't have a long-term contract, but basically, and I'm, in the carnival space here. And yeah, I think, it certainly improved my my mental health, no question about that. And I'm achieving far more out on my own than I ever would have done within a large organisation. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are going.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, no, I definitely think that my creativity. Were you on the Zoom call with me yesterday?
Yes, yeah, it was absolutely.
Yeah, I know a bunch of us were there. I just don't remember everybody that was there.
No,
Because I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted to be really good, but I really didn't know what to do. I really didn't feel like
no, that was a highly enjoyable Zoom call. So obviously, you didn't have a plan, but it evolved. It was, it became spontaneous, and
Well, like
we
I
actually,
said, all you
we
guys are
actually,
gonna be coming on for your guys. Now you know what to do and what, I mean,
yeah,
it's sort of that learning tool.
yeah, we actually overran. It was everybody was enjoying themselves so much. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was really really good.
yeah.
And yeah, I
At least
actually,
at least I showed you guys some of my drawings, and
yeah.
I don't know how you guys liked them or not, but and talked about my book a little bit. But I'm gonna start doing that again. But I think I'm gonna help. I think what I'm thinking is it might have been like meant to be, because now we have AI to help out a little bit, and I can kind of like use ChatGPT or whatever to help me out with that.
Yeah, the AI is obviously massively helpful because it's not something I understand, because I'm still stuck in the 20th century, really. But I mean, look at what Barbara and Amy have achieved by using.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it Amy can confirm this? Is it Suno, I think, the website that she and Barbara use, and it's
Oh, I
just
don't know.
yeah,
I'd have to
I
ask.
believe so. I believe so.
When Amy's less busy, you know
Yeah,
I'll scratch her ear a little bit, and ask her. But Amy, you're too busy right now to, we'll wait. We'll wait. All right. When you're not so busy, we'll talk. Okay. Hopefully,
yeah.
unless
Well,
you're like, hey, I'm so tired, Tom. Whatever.
she looked fine last night on Keto Cookout. She was on good form last night. Was our favourite Irish floozy. So
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she's okay.
Yeah, I was on.
You
I was on
actually
with,
you
I was
you were
on
on as
with
well,
Mitch
weren't
a
you?
little bit.
You were on the panel.
Hmm?
I forgot you were on the panel last night for the for Keto Cookout, weren't you?
Yeah, for a little
Yeah.
bit. I was on with Mitch too.
Oh right, okay.
But I mean, the only thing with Mitch, I had a good time with Mitch, and Mitch was fine. But I was like saying stuff, and no one seemed to respond. So I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
And I was like I even said like, like, okay, I'm gonna get going now, because it was right after Lewis, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get going now because I gotta get going myself. And everybody's like, bye, Lewis. See you, Lewis. Go see you, Lewis. And no one's saying goodbye to me. So I was like, okay, I guess no one heard me. So I just left.
Invisible Thomas, the Invisible Man, but I wouldn't worry about it because Lewis is
Oh, I'm
kind of
not. I'm not.
Lewis is
I'm
kind
not.
of the blue-eyed boy at the moment, isn't he? Lewis is everywhere. So,
I know. Well, Lewis is pretty good.
he certainly is. Yeah, he's just a great, he's a great help in our space with the technology. He's got a great sense of humor, and what a wonderful guy he really is.
Well, that picture that I posted with myself Christmas with the the white suit and
Yes,
everything.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Lewis actually did that.
Yeah, because he did his own, didn't he? The
Yeah,
day before.
he actually he texted to me. I'm like, I might as
Yeah.
well show it, even though I sort of do look like the creator of Facebook in the face, which I don't remember looking like him in the past. But
Right.
I guess
Yeah.
Lewis found a way to get me to look like Zuckerman.
Yeah, a couple of points from Amy here. It is in fact Suno, which is the AI site or app that Barbara and she use. And I noticed she's confessing not having showered in 2 days because she's been that busy. So yeah, it's lucky you got a cold, Thomas, because you won't be able to smell anything anyway. So there we go.
That is true.
I'm far too far away.
And speaking of goats,
and here she is.
we have Booby Goats, the sequel. No, just kidding. Hello, everyone. I got the parchment paper. Yes! I was really worried about that, Aaron. And Keto Amy is saying, don't let that bother you, Thomas. Mostly it's YouTube filtering comments. And if people don't set their comments to all comments and not top comments, they might not see you. Well, yeah, no, that's true. But What I'm talking about is I verbally said, I'm like, had nothing to do with the comments. I verbally said right on the panel, okay, I'm going to get going now. I'll see everyone.
Yeah, we had a bit of a thing last night because Bart and Stephen Thomas did a live, and
Yeah, I didn't see it, but
one of
yeah.
my UK carnivals, Egg, he's known as Egg on YouTube.
Mhm.
He WhatsApped me halfway through it and said, "George, can you see my comments because I'm on Bart's channel, but they're just not coming up." So I said no, and he said, "Ask Bart if I'm banned." So I asked Bart in the comments, "Have you banned Egg?" He said, "No, I haven't seen him at all." And he said, "I'm not even sure who you're talking about." So Egg then switched to Stephen's comments, but where he came up, no problems at all. So Stephen was then able to deal with his questions because I know Egg fairly well. He is
To
he
revert
is
it, basically.
yeah, he is like Lainey and Stephanie, a cancer sufferer.
Mhm.
So he had a couple of very valid points to make. So yeah, he had to switch channels in order to get to
Well,
actually
yeah, that
have
that
this.
sort of happened to me the other day with Kilts. I was watching Kilts on Sunday, and he has like two different platforms. And for some reason, when it came to the notification, it's clicked me right to the platform of the vertical.
Yeah, I
And
know.
so I'm
Yeah,
on there, and I'm making comments, and I think you saw it, if I'm not mistaken. But no one's like I'm not getting any responses. I'm like doing a lot of comments, like I'm like kind of like on fire.
yeah,
And no one's commenting. Not even Kilt's not even. I mean, you would think he would answer at least one of the comments.
exactly. Yeah,
And nothing's going on. So then I'm like looking. I'm like, okay, wait, this is on this particular platform. Let me see if I can find the other platform. And I went on there, and I'm like, did anybody see my comments at all? And a couple of them were like, no, we had no idea. Like, you just got here, like basically,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, the thing is, at the moment, the Kilts team are broadcasting on what 5 different platforms because they've got the Kilts channel with
We
the
got Kilts, Alia,
with
and
the vertical, and then the one which I prefer. And then you've got Alia and Dr. Nelson as well. You've always got one or two people on those. But I always try and find the most where everybody is, the gang, as we call ourselves, and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
nearly
I always look.
and
Yeah, exactly. I always look
yeah,
at where there's the most viewers viewing.
yeah, and also that is nearly always the one where you've got the traditional 4-person layout versus the vertical.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't understand the point of the vertical. I'm sure somebody who understands YouTube better than
I
me can
think the
tell me.
vertical is for the cell phone.
Okay, that kind of
Okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
So if you're on your computer, I don't think it really works.
Yeah,
But
true. But having said that, I nearly every day I watch, unless I'm on it, I watch the Kilt on the cell phone, and I still find that the traditional like
I
person,
think the traditional is still fine
uh,
either way. But I think
yeah,
that was the purpose of the vertical. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's something I find as well that when you've got a panel show and everybody's streaming it to their own channel, it really splits your assets. If everybody, the only person who can see the whole chat is the host, and then it gets confusing because people are chatting on different sites, and
Right.
that's the reason why on Carnivore Sunday School I don't stream to my own channel anymore. Because basically I'd much rather it was that all the chat was in the one room, if you like, which would be Carnivore Teacher Alpha's channel, because it gets confusing when you got people all over the place and comments are being read out and you're looking in the chat and you can't see the comment, but it's on somebody else's channel. I don't know how everybody else feels about that. I'm, as everybody knows, I'm a bit of a YouTube idiot. I
Right.
use YouTube just as a platform for broadcasting news, but I'm sure there must be a reason behind it for streaming to different channels. But it confuses me. But I am easily confused when it comes to technology. So
Oh.
any comments or feedback on that would be welcome, folks. I know that we got a couple of good YouTubers out there. So if you could give us a reason for splitting the chat, that'd be great.
Well, there was one comment from Grandma that says, I honestly don't much like the vertical, but I use the computer to watch things on YouTube. So she probably doesn't like it because she's doing it on the computer and not on the phone. So,
Mm.
and then Coach Angela Mullins, I accidentally blocked Peter. I found it this morning and unblocked him. Scooby the dog was actually banned. She blocked her. North Carnivore blocked her, and well, at least his name was North Carnivore then. Now it's Celeste, like ancestral
health carnivore. I think. Why I said, yeah.
Yeah. And he blocked her, and because she said some comment against the. I mean, she wasn't really 100% wrong. It just wasn't good timing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've noticed. Obviously, I'm a moderator on the channel, and I've noticed that the
Who
YouTube
isn't
gets.
a moderator on the channel?
I know
George?
that's true. Yeah, but YouTube get a bit upset about just certain words, don't they? It's and you know, it's you have to sometimes use your judgment quite a bit, and it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I could see us having the power to prevent something from going on there because that's our
Yeah.
job. But I can't really see. I mean, I think Alia should really be the only one that should be able to block a person from joining.
Yeah.
Let her let us make the decision on whether or not a phrase or something like that is the wrong phrase, but or we just don't think it's appropriate. But you know, it's too bad we can't go to that level.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
I don't think YouTube allows us to do that anyway.
Amy's just answered my question as to why everybody should stream it, and that's to build your hours up if you're planning on developing your YouTube channel. I guess, yeah, you kind of caught in that case. You kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because obviously you want everybody on the lives to be in the same chat. But as Amy's just made a very valid point, if you are trying to build a YouTube channel, which I'm not at the moment, then yeah, it is a valid point. There's no question about that. Maybe in the future when I concentrate more on YouTube, concentrate more on the carnivore side of things, and it'll probably be a good idea for me. But at the moment, I'm actually earning my money from the construction industry, and this is my volunteer work, I suppose you might say. It's how I, it's how I spend my spare time rather than my earning money from it. But yeah, it makes sense now, but not for me at the moment because I would rather everybody was more concentrated and everybody was together having fun in the same room than trying to get people to watch my channel at the expense of somebody else's. But yeah, but I get about the actual getting the Mrs. Claus has just walked through the door. Stand by, everybody.
Okay. Hey, Lainey.
Can't hear.
No, hang on. So I've got to take my headphones off. Yeah, everything's gone quiet for a second. Just got to up the volume. That's completely messed up my volume, hasn't it? Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm getting a message from YouTube that I've got to not YouTube, the your console. I've got to somehow adjust settings.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any messages, but it could be just on your side.
Right, hang on. What was that? No, still nothing. Gonna try again. Nothing. No. No, nothing still.
Oh, that's all right.
So, Amy, you're right. I did have Nightbot set up, but it didn't work out for me for some reason. So I took it out.
I'm playing, but are you? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah. And I can hear bits. I can hear a little bit of Lainey. Say hello, Lainey.
Say hello.
I can say it. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
Let's see how fast we can get our hands to go. Hello.
Yeah, I've just done the complete idiot's guide. I've gone through settings and audio, and I just press every button until such time as we actually got some sort of a change.
Isn't that the way? Like, isn't that how you fix things? You like kick the radio and stuff.
Yeah,
No, he throws them out the window.
See, that's my philosophy too. Whenever the register's broken at work, I say, "Hey, I'm just going to throw this out the window," and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you can't
George
do that."
literally does.
I'm like,
Or in
well,
the
it'll never
river
be
down the
fixed
road.
then.
yeah. Back in the days of the old dumb phones, when they were easily replaceable and they didn't have all your personal. Several ended up in the river. I must admit, that was a. But you can't really do that with the smartphones because they're worth too much, and B, they've got too much meaningful stuff on them, like photographs and bank accounts and everything else. So yeah, it's
And Grandma says there is a lot of feedback, so I'm not sure what they are hearing.
Well, anyway, apart from Christmas tomorrow, it's our daughter's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
37.
Oh, she's a baby.
She is, but she's got.
Oh, now I hear the
two babies
feedback.
in the room. And another one on the way.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so-
So
that's so
birthday party stroke Christmas Day tomorrow.
That's cool.
Happy holiday cheer. Thank you, John.
And Paul's saying he has 3 granddaughters at the moment. So
Well, in a moment, yeah, we've got two granddaughters, 2 grandsons, and 1 on the way.
yeah. I don't have any children. I don't have any grandchildren.
You count yourself lucky, my love. You
Yeah.
count yourself very lucky. Because once they're your children, that's it. Don't
Well,
matter how old they
yeah.
are, they're still your babies.
I figure I'm too tired in life to actually have children. So, because
Yeah.
you have to have some energy, I think, to have children.
Yeah, especially when popping out on Christmas Day. She was very inconsiderate. Anyway, I'm going to go back and watch you on my phone, but happy Christmas, everybody.
Oh, happy Christmas. You're always welcome, Lainey. You know
I
that.
will come in the new year. Well, not.
And if you ever want to be interviewed with you and George and me, you're always
I will
welcome.
have to put gagging tape over him.
yeah, we.
But yeah, George, just know that would be for Lainey, not for you.
We did the experiment with Amy a couple of weeks back in Meet the Good.
I know. And it was a good one.
He couldn't stay quiet though. At the end, he went.
Yeah, I think probably what I have to do is get Lainey going on the screen, and then I'll go and sit in the kitchen and watch it on the.
Reverse roles. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Love you all lots and have a lovely Christmas. And
Oh,
New
you
Year.
too. You too.
Right, I'm gonna go back on the headphones. So I think that's the most consistent, the most reliable.
Yeah, and it's probably why we have the feedback too.
Yeah, I think so. That's probably is a reason. But bear with me a second.
And Amy's saying, Thomas, you can do what I did and marry a lady with kids and become an instant dad and grandpa. Yeah, that would work. I just gotta find the lady now.
Okay, testing. How's my audio now?
Your audio's good.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah,
yeah,
I can hear you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to say that I inherited all my children from Lainey's first marriage. Unfortunately, her first husband was a widow. But yeah, it's absolutely great to have these the kids around and the grandchildren. So I used to go fishing with Levi, the oldest, and he was great, but he's far outgrown my fishing skills now, and he's off by himself. So it's
it's cool.
Yeah, they're everything from 10 down to a fetus at the moment. So it's quite a range of ages.
And Paul says he hopes to get married when he's 96. I think by the time I'm 96, I prefer the single life, though. So I don't know if I'd want to get married at 96. I'd be so used to it. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to be tied down,
No, exactly. Amy's suggesting that I should do the next food challenge with her, which is bacon wrapped sausage, which, as we know, what we over here in the UK call the pigs in blankets, which is great. But Lainey's finding it very hard to keep up with Amy's cooking at the moment because she's only just got the hang of the pork bites, and now she's got to try and do the heart attack burger, and but Laney can do pigs in blankets, so maybe she
Oh,
will
I
have to.
totally agree with that. Um, I mean, when I get a chance, I'm going to try to do the heart attack burger, but
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the actual video yet. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Amy. I keep on trying to watch it, but then other things come up, or you know,
I watched it live, but I was so busy in chat, I didn't really see what Amy was
right?
doing. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not the cook in this house. My cooking is slap a raw sirloin on a plate, and then fry off a couple of duck eggs in beef jerky and put them on top. That's pretty much my cooking skills recently. Anyway, when I was on the sad diet, I used to my spaghetti bolognese was my signature dish, and I used to do great fried and grilled breakfast with fried bread, tomatoes, baked beans, all the stuff which I used to love, which I don't eat anymore. So, yeah, a lot of people talk about the raw, and Bart was talking about the raw last night. He's kind of anti it, but he said, "You do you," and I am not a raw zealot. I am lazy, and eating raw because I can. I actually enjoy it. It just makes my life so much easier because it's a lot easier to slap a raw sirloin on a plate than it is to actually cook it in the air fryer or in the pan,
Yeah.
and then with all the washing up and cleaning up afterwards. So that's yeah. And also, when I go to work, I have only a microwave, so I've got no cooking facilities. So I wouldn't really be able to. I couldn't do much cooking, proper cooking in there. So it's just easier to eat it raw. I can't cook any eggs, so I just eat it raw and slap a load of butter and salt on it, and I eat 2 of those a day at work, and that works very well for me. So it's good. Laney's saying you can also do cheese in blankets or king prawns in blankets. That's true. Yeah, it's another one.
Now, when she says prawn, she means the shrimp.
Yeah, over here the shrimp is a very tiny brown animal. The prawns are the bigger ones.
Right, they're like the jumbo almost.
Yeah, we got the wild Atlantic prawns, which are sort of a bit bigger than the shrimp, probably what you would call shrimps. And then you've got the big prawns, which are they tend to come from the Indian Ocean or something. They're one that they get kind of shipped in.
That's cool.
They're good as well. And then if you've got things like the crayfish as well. I know you've got something called a crawfish over there.
Well, yeah, but that's more of like a New Orleans thing, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's when you hear the Carpenters song about gumbo and crawfish pie down on the bayou, I think that's where I've heard it from. Yep. But the crayfish is like a freshwater lobster almost over here. It's a small thing, but the crayfish sales are very, very popular. And we get we accidentally got an invasive species called the American signal crayfish a few years ago, and they've kind of taken over. But so the bad thing is it's really damaged the population of our own native crayfish. The good thing is they are much bigger and much tastier. So we do have a good supply of crayfish in our rivers now. The wrong sort, unfortunately. But yeah, so you've got the crayfish, and then you've got something called a langoustine as well, which is kind of similar to a lobster but smaller.
Okay.
A couple of days ago, Laney and myself had a couple of Canadian lobsters. We had a Canadian lobster each. They're good, but they're very expensive for what they are. I think we probably paid in US terms probably about $12 or $13 for each lobster. And you don't get much flesh for that, but they are very, very nice. But I think prawns are better value really than that. The quick word on mussels and oysters. I absolutely adore them, but I am horrendously I've got because I have bad ones over the years. I cannot eat oysters or mussels anymore because I have the antibodies now in my system. And they cannot recognize the difference between a good one and a bad one. So what happens is if I eat oysters or mussels, first I'm afraid I'm going to die, and then I'm afraid I'm not going to die because it feels like death would be preferable to what actually happens.
That's okay. That's not ideal, obviously.
No, it's not. So
no. But so we got a few people who just
Yeah.
joined us. We got our friend Jonathan, Carnivore Muscle.
Hi, Jonathan. Yeah.
And we got Carnivore Helix.
Yeah,
Hey,
Helix must
and
have
I
just
love the
gone for a
drawing
run.
you did of the tree today on Carnivore Helix. So it's, and Bride's Biscuit is here as well.
Nice.
Yes,
We got most.
we're attracting a pretty good crowd. Oh, and no, you can't forget No Slow. Can't forget Gary.
Good old Gary, absolutely. Yeah, we've got most of the gang together, I think, which is nice at
Yeah.
this time of the year.
Yeah.
Very different from last year because I don't think I knew any of you really, apart from maybe Jonathan. That was, because
I actually think if I did this tomorrow, I think there would be less people because that's really the day that a lot of people celebrate. And
yeah, exactly.
Today is sort of like a hit or miss,
Well, today's the big. I mean, the thing is, what might keep people away today is just prepping. Tomorrow,
that's what I mean.
It will be the actual festivities. But those who are,
but even with the prepping, people could actually just put me on and listen while they're prepping.
Yeah, it's true. It's perfectly true.
And just every once in a while come out like, "Hey, I'm listening." I'm here.
Exactly, yeah.
And Amy just said that Gary's house is stunning. Yes, Gary, you have a very nice house. You all do. We all do. We all have nice places.
We do.
As long as we have a roof over our heads, that's what makes it good.
I've noticed here on YouTube, there's a lot of people living in the same house, the one with the grand piano in the background. So it must be the friendliest house in the world, that one.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that there were people that it's like, boy, you have as much money as Dr. Baker. That's actually not in my. I have to look for that in my. I have different photos I can do. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, I have different backgrounds. I can do this one. Oh, it's not coming up. Okay. I have many. I have a few choices, and then I put my own in. So I did this one of me as a baby. I don't know if. Sorry about that. Oh, you know what it is? I think I turned it off. All right, yeah. There's me as a.
Oh yeah.
As a little tyke. And then, yeah. So I have different ones. I'm not going to show them all. I'm not going to make you guys suffer over my curiosity.
Yeah, well, I'm quite happy with this one, which I found because basically I thought it was better than the prison cell wall where I actually live. So,
so Barbara is saying George is sounding very low and distant to me. Thomas is loud. Well, Barbara, did you ever think that maybe because I am a loud person and I can't shut up? I don't know. You sound fine to me, but it might be because it's direct to the StreamYard. Maybe on YouTube it sounds different.
Possibly. I was just mucked around with echo cancellation again, so we'll try that maybe. I don't know. But it's I'm a techno idiot, so I don't really know what I can do.
You might be able to turn it up a little bit without moving your earphones.
True. I'll just turn my actual volume up on the computer and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. Jonathan says that your volume is little 1/3 less. And Barbara just said that that is louder. So
okay.
It went up a little bit.
It looks like by playing with it and experimenting, perhaps we've resolved the matter.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So anybody else wants to come on here?
Thanks.
I don't think George wants to be the only one. So
no, I was hoping we might see somebody. I mean, we got the entire gang in the.
And I believe I can fit more than 2 people. I mean, if we can, I can always go, and George could take over. He's done it before.
I have. Yes.
For only a few seconds, but I think we can stretch it a little bit,
Yeah, I'm the all things to all people on YouTube. Basically, I'm the guest, the co-host, the emergency host, as when Juliet had problems with when she was interviewing our friend Kat. She said, "George, I can't get my picture up. Come and cover me for a few minutes." So that was good fun as well. But we all help each other out at the end of the day, don't we? It's what we're all here for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I was talking to you last night, Thomas. I remember asking that question: when did you find the KMT? And when I think about it, I'm actually leaving 2025 as a completely different person than what I entered it, because I didn't know, I barely knew any of you back in January.
Oh yeah,
2025.
I remember when I first saw you, it was by name.
Yeah.
I didn't really see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing George Goodenough,
Yeah.
But
George Goodenough 823, I think was my old channel, wasn't it? If I'm rightly.
Don't ask me to remember numbers.
No, I'm the same.
If I had my own numbers on my thing, I probably wouldn't even remember them.
No,
let alone somebody else's.
Yeah, and I actually had to sit to change my channel. I had to sit on a Zoom call with Steph, which she kindly set up, and she actually had to talk me through it step by step in order to change my channel name. I wouldn't have a clue how to do it by myself, but it worked. So it's I think nearly everybody now knows that Good Enough for You is in fact George, because most people do know my name now. I was actually very flattered to know that Bart knows me as George as well last night, because I didn't think Bart knew my name. But when I asked the question, he actually said, "Oh, nice to see you, George. It's very rare I see you on my channel. Where have you been?" So I thought, "Oh, okay." So I got a telling off from Bart, but it was a privilege to get a telling off from Bart, really. So
yeah, I mean,
that was quite nice.
I'd be honored too if you knew who I was.
Yeah, I don't know where he got that, where he got it from, but obviously he has picked up on me over the years somewhere. But I mean, I do go on Bart's Life, but I very rarely dare go into the chat, because we know what Bart's like when he considers somebody an imbecile or a moron or an idiot. So I don't want to show myself up. But I had a very valid question about lymphedema in the lymphatic system last night, so I asked it, and that's what he said. "Oh, George," he said, "nice to see you." He said, "I very rarely see you on." So yeah, I don't know where he got my name from, but he has obviously. He must have picked it up from somewhere. Probably he was watching on one of our live channels.
I'm sure we trickle around everywhere, here and there. I remember I did. I messaged, not messaged, but it was in the chats. Dr. Barry, and he said something about commenting on somebody else being in Facebook, and I made the comment. I said, if Dr. Barry ever said hello to me in Facebook, I don't know if I would die or not. Just some joke, And Nisha actually read it and she laughed. She's like, "Oh my." Yeah. Paul, I guess doesn't like Bart K. Yeah. I mean, he can be a little abrasive sometimes, but I think it's an act.
Yeah, he always says that basically when he's being a sensible professor in a suit and a tie, he gets far less reaction, far fewer views than what he does when he's being the dick, as Paul so correctly said it. So yeah, I think it is an act, and it's clickbait basically. Fair enough.
Yeah, and that would be the only reason why I wouldn't really, because I mean, I'm not really much on clickbait. I know sometimes you can't help it though, but yeah. But if it works for him and he's getting the message across, then
yeah, exactly. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of Bart, especially about the Randall cycle and various other stuff as well.
I mean,
and also he gave me my favourite questioning saying. When people say, "Oh, you've got to have low cholesterol," you say, "According to whom and based upon what?" So I owe Bart that one. So that was great.
Hello,
Helix.
Hello, Helix.
Hey guys.
I think you're revealing what your real name is.
Oh shit. Ew.
Unless that's your last name. Is your last name
That's
Matthew
so
Robin?
No, we're not going to talk about that. I'm not that person.
No, we're not. No.
Yeah,
You are,
you're
you are.
Robin.
I have no name. I'm nameless.
Yeah, you are Helix, and you will remain Helix. So don't worry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
So
how do I change
I
it?
know Helix means something, but what does Helix actually mean?
Hold on. Let me. You know what? Oh, fuck,
I can answer that. It's a
there we go.
helix. Helix is a spiral.
Yes, helix is one of the most strongest shapes out there, and also one of the longest shapes out there. And then because it is your DNA kind of thing, I'm gonna put it that way. And it turns out the ruler I was using, their company's name was Helix, the brand name. And this would happened when I was 16, and then but before I was just like, it was a God thing that my nickname is Helix. One of my friends, we were playing Halo together, and he was like, "Why did you pick like Helix or something?" And kind of thinking he had the same set that I did with the drawing stuff. And then so I like to draw, so that's there with that originally, with that brand stuff. And later in the day, as I was drawing late at night, I was like, well, this is just given to me, so I'm just going to use it. And I was 16 years old. I've been going by that since 16 years old. And then it turns out I had a syndrome, chromosome thing, and then helix is also the shape of DNA, so it works out. But yeah, hold on, I gotta shut my door.
Cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, yeah. I didn't know it was gonna work out like that when I got it first, but yeah.
Yeah, no one ever does.
No.
We're being joined by another famous person. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Barb.
The little face right there.
I wish I had one.
In the igloo?
An igloo, yeah.
They actually say that, from what I hear, they say they're actually pretty warm.
The igloos, yeah. My one of my friends was in one. I don't remember where she went,
I mean,
but
you think building made out of totally ice would be cold, but
it's so cold it's warm. There you go.
Yeah, I'm in danger of becoming very starstruck here because Barbara is definitely my hero at the moment for the
Oh,
fantastic
cut
pleasure
it
that
out.
she'll be doing. Oh, I'm serious.
It out.
Well, not only that, but as well, but the way you're actually healing, and I've started following your driveway walks now as well, and it's with each step you are healing. Every step is literally another step towards the healing process. And it's you'll get there. There's no question about that. And you are getting there. Think how far you've come already from.
Well, my first walking video, I couldn't even make it to the end of the driveway.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's what's so important about this journey is recording it from the beginning. I went live on my very first day. So,
Yeah.
I
went live pretty quick. I was about 2 weeks in when I went live.
Yeah, it's very important so that you can go back and you can see yourself where you started. And other people can see the changes. People tell me every day there's a change. So, yeah, it's important to share.
I didn't even know about YouTube when I started. I didn't really know about Carnival. So I date my journey back to my diagnosis on March the 1st, 22. And my first YouTube interview that I gave was on September the 11th, 23. So there was 18 months in between me starting and actually making my first ever appearance on YouTube. So that was quite a significant time lapse when you think about it, really. Yeah, so that was So I actually discovered my first ever friend in the Carnival community in Jarrell in Texas at the end of August 23. And then I did my first interview on his channel, which was Carnival Soldier, on September the 11th. Then next thing you know,
September 11th is my birthday.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And then the first Dave Mack came along, and then I met a couple of carnivores here over in the UK, and it just spiraled from there, really. And then I met DC. I did a fairly early interview with DC. And it's just grown and grown until this year when I discovered the KMT. And off the back of that, I now have, I don't know how many hundreds of friends around the world, but it's certainly more than just one. And that's absolutely certain. Maybe 200, maybe, I would say. And it's just fabulous. It really is.
That's cool. So yeah, I actually I did a post on it. I'm going to be premiering a new video on my Carniversary. So I'm working on it. It's like really big for me. It's like more than just putting a video and putting it out, and
You,
obviously Barbara's song is featured on.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I had
you,
it's all about my journey, so I had to put in some. I had to put like all the songs, so
yeah. Well,
and
thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Thomas, am I right in thinking that your carniversary is the 1st of January?
Yes,
You've got kind of something special on that day as well on the channel, haven't you? If I remember rightly.
I do. I do. I am going to be interviewing Jen Mann.
That's a
That's
big
cool.
name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was pretty psyched when she said yes, because I know at that time she wasn't really saying yes to interviews. And the fact that she chose me was pretty honorable, because it's like, you have like this big plethora of people that you could choose to interview with, and you were willing to go on my channel, so
I
I
don't even
was like, like, would you be willing to come on January 1st? Because that would be really spectacular,
Yeah, I have a bit date like Thomas, but it's the 4th. I kind of chose it on the 4th for on purpose, because the carnivore's birthday, her birthday is also the 4th. So
Okay.
Michaela Purtison's birthday is the 4th. So
Uh,
that's kind of why I chose it.
so it's sort of fan based, in other words.
Yes, it's fan based, and I had to say goodbye to cheesecake a lot. So there you go. But yeah, it's and my birthday is actually December 4th. I did try to start on my birthday, but who starts carnivore on their birthday? Anyway. But yeah, it's and January is now one of my favorite months because it is Carnivore Awareness Month. So
I remember the day before I started on January 1st, on the 31st, I actually had some French fries, and I had a couple of Hostess cupcakes. Do you guys remember what you had on your last meal before you became carnivore? Like, what was that last non-carnivore meal that you had? And that question goes to everybody in the chats.
Well, mine, when I first found carnivore, was through Bill Knotts and Carrie Mann.
Oh yeah.
But the next day was January 1st, so I wanted to do the black-eyed peas and cabbage before I started on the second it'll be 2 years. Gosh,
Right.
2 years.
It goes by fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has been 2 years. Yeah. 2
And I
years.
think the longer you're at it, the faster it goes.
Yeah.
For me,
See, I went off from
it
it
went
for about
fast, but
10 months, so
it didn't feel that fast. But I have a feeling my next year it's going to feel really fast.
this year I'm excited about, because this year I'm hoping to get down to my goal weight, which I haven't been forever.
neither have
Well,
I.
I mean, look how much you've achieved already, though, Barb.
Yeah.
Over 120 pounds.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
all of us, and some of us achieved stuff even before we became carnivore. It was like sort of like that, like learning how to drive, and now we're driving, and we're just learning how to drive.
My day one, 2 years ago, I could not walk. I used a walker. I could not walk. I couldn't even get up out of a chair without help. I could not dress myself at all. So I could do nothing 2 years ago for myself. I was very dependent on everybody around me. And now, because of carnivore, I am very independent. I'm getting better and better every day.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. This is a journey. This is a journey, and this journey
It's
is
even amazing to see you from like 2 months ago when I popped on. You've lost a bunch of weight. You're more empty now. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, well, this time around, so far, I've lost about 50 pounds.
And
But
then
I'm still losing what I gained because I went off from carnivore.
yeah, and then just hearing all about your achievements and everything. You it's amazing to watch you because you set a goal and then you're at the goal and in less than the flash second. So it's really cool.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't fear saying the truth. Like, I just have been able to wipe my butt for the first time in about 20 years just the other day.
Yeah.
And I share that because a lot of us that are big like me don't dare to share that. It's full of shame. and I'm out there saying, hey guys, I can wipe my butt today. I can wipe my ass. And that's, to me, is more important, because those true words, not the shameful words, but the true words, is what people need to hear. That gives people hope. That's what I believe anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning. I'm learning how to be more open, because I'm not used to talking about myself at all. When I talk about myself, sorry, I gotta shut the door. My goodness. Sorry if that just rattled the whole computer. But when I first got on here about 2 months ago, I could not talk about myself, no matter how hard I tried. You can see some of my lives go back there. And I wanted to talk about myself, so I would talk a little bit, but leave it vague, kind of thing. And I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't want to talk about yourself and then be vague like that. Nobody does that. So I've been able to open up a little more, and that's new to me, and that has helped a lot. Lots of moving on from stuff, So
I think carnivore gives us all courage to stand up and be real and be honest and open.
Yeah, can I tell you about one of my biggest revelations, maybe of 2025? Because
Of course.
obviously
Yes.
I didn't realize it, but some time ago, the last time I flew in an aircraft was 2013, and I can't remember when I stopped going to the theatre, including the cinema, but I did, and I always in my mind, my mental mindset was I hate the movies in the theatre because I always felt claustrophobic. But back in August, I flew to Wyoming, and I found that I could quite comfortably sit in the cheapest seats. I didn't have to have the extended seat belts anymore, and I was really quite comfortable. So that my phobia about flying went, but I still had the phobia about sitting in theatre seats until I got invited. Myself and Laney got invited by a carnival. We have a carnival rock star here in the UK, literally, and he was touring and came to my hometown and invited myself and Laney to go along for free as his guest. So it would have been. I didn't want to go because I don't like theatre seat. But we went. I didn't want to be impolite, and I suddenly found that I could sit comfortably in a theatre seat for 2 hours again. Why? Because my butt is not so big that it's hanging over the sides. Secondly, I haven't got the IBS anymore. So my belt's not cutting into my bloated stomach, and I haven't got all the gas waiting, trying to come out. And of course, you can't release gas in the theatre because that's totally antisocial. So I actually sat there, not in pain and not in discomfort, for 2 hours, which I suddenly realised I can go to the movies again. I can go to the theatre again. And since that day, me and Laney have been twice to the movies. And I haven't been to the movies for years. In fact, we went to see the movie, The Muppets Christmas Carol, yesterday. And again, I was so comfortable, apparently I fell asleep at one point, but that was because I was really, really tired. But it's just, we talk about the non-scale victories on Carnival. And the ability to fly again without phobia, and the ability to go to the theatre again without phobia. Those
It's
are two.
freedom. It's freedom.
Freedom, exactly.
You're gaining your freedom, and you're realizing it, and that's what I'm doing. That's what Helix is doing. She's coming out of her shell. It's freedom. It's great.
it's like in my lifetime, I've came out of 2 shells. One, I tell you, when I was school, I didn't talk, and it took me 8 months at my new job when I was 18, 19, just to talk. Like, I didn't even use customer service lines with my well, I was cashier, so with my customers, I didn't even talk. And it took me 8 months to warm up to people. And now I talk all the time, and Mom's like, "Shut up!" and everything. But I just want to mention John's comment down there. I did the math, and it's amazing. He's lost 177 pounds, so I just think that deserves a round of applause.
It
But
does.
yeah,
It does. That's why I posted it.
I was crying, but that's amazing. So I just wanted to point that out. But
And
But otherwise,
and
yeah.
Bride's Biscuit also says, the Lord brought me to carnivore, and that brought me to the Lord. I am truly healed. So
Yes, it
that
did.
is
There you go.
excellent. And I just want to say thank you to Kitchen Witch, Tanya. She just bought me some coffee. So thank you. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that more than you know.
Is it? It is interesting. I'm getting more comfortable with people, like just being on like this with people. Because it is, it's hanging out where you're face to face, and normally I would just be very quiet when I observe everybody from a distance. I'd be like a surveillance camera. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a way, I relate. I relate a bit to you, Helix, because if you told me like 3 years ago that I'd be doing a channel
Oh yeah,
and talk, I would be like, no, it's not me. I'm not.
yeah.
I
It
could
was,
do sales and stuff like that, but that was part of my job.
yeah,
That wasn't something I would just do because I wanted to be with people. I'd be very shy. I would never come up. Like even when I first became carnivore, it took some courage for me to actually even go into the chats and say hello to Carrie and start things going. It wasn't easy.
yeah. I found myself thinking the same thing. I didn't ever want to associate myself with YouTube or anything, but then I started watching some podcasts. I got into the podcast realm. I call it a realm because I no longer watch TV. Um, and then um, the person who got me comfortable, like there's two people who got me way comfortable with being on camera, is Izzy Watson. I watch her. She was a carnivore there for a hot minute, and then she's young enough to where she doesn't have to be, so she's in keto.
Okay.
And then Barb, and I'm like, I can do this. And I was so nervous for my first live. I don't even remember what it was. It was me flipping the tire. So I got 100 views on that one ish. So yeah. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely great to see you, Helix, because I mean, I met you about a month ago, I think, and you were
yeah.
very, very shy then. And you actually said, "I'm so shy that I don't want to come on, I don't want to do this, don't want to do that." But now look at you, here you are on screen with us, and
Yeah.
it's
And then
just great. It just brings people out of their shell. It's a wonderful way of life, and it's a wonderful community as well, because you can come on here knowing that nobody is going to judge you, nobody is
exactly.
going to criticize you, because none of us came here very well. Only Rick, I think, came here in good health. All of us had massive problems,
yeah.
life-threatening problems. So therefore, none of us can ever claim to be holier than thou when it comes to health. So
No.
that's the honest truth. We are a loving, kind community because we've all been there. We've all done it, got the t-shirt, as they say.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no fear about that, none at all.
Nah, there's little to no fear now. Like I don't feel like I can just fly, and but I'm a little more. Like I even talked to my family a lot more, and they were surprised I even spoke. And I just randomly said, "So, which aunt did I get my music choices from?" So, one aunt's 50, one aunt's 40. So I was like, and then they said, list off your band choices. So I said Offspring, and that was my redheaded aunt, and then the other aunt, and then they would just go like this. But like I have a big family, so there was more than one aunt there. But anyway, it was just it's just been an eye opener for me that I can now talk and just not overthink anything. And if I said something stupid, I said something stupid. It's whatever. It's a family, and your guys are family. And I was like, oh, I can be stupid here if I want to be. But
Exactly.
And I like your platform too of your live with the drawings. I mean, I think
yeah,
that because it's a good way. Because tell me if I'm wrong, but it's a good way to get into you're in your comfort zone. You're doing what you like to do, and
mhm.
you're just chatting with people.
Yeah, I didn't
You
think
know,
like I got inspired by Candy doing that. So I watched Candy for a while before I even drew. And I have to do stuff randomly. I can't make a time for it, or my anxiety was like, oh shit, I got an alarm going. And then So that was just on a whimsy, and now I'm more comfortable with it. But now I'm practicing on where my hands are, and I'm just like hovering over the paper. This is all you guys see, like hovering over the paper like that. And so I'm figuring that out. Candy inspired a lot of it. So, yeah.
Okay, so we just got another person that just joined us. Feral Grandma Wendy.
Wendy. Yeah.
Problem having to do math for the cook time today, so everyone can go to their activities without having to rush their dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll do a great job, Wendy.
Wendy. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Feral Grandma Wendy.
Okay. I didn't know her real name, so I just called her Feral.
I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would pick that up. You know?
I was very feral before carnivore.
Yes.
We all were.
It's one thing I found that it takes time to learn people's real names from their handles.
Yeah.
I think I've got most of them now, but you're never going to get everybody. But you just learn as you go along from other people.
George,
We got Gary
we have
coming.
another person coming on. I'm not sure if we should bring him on or not. Just kidding. Here's
Oh,
Gary.
God.
Hey, Gary. How you
Gary.
doing?
Hey, everybody.
You know, I was just kidding. You know, we love you.
Just had a few minutes to come on here.
All
Wish
right.
you Merry Christmas and tell you, man, what a big year for you, Thomas. Watched you from the beginning, and
Thank you.
you're such a key player in the community now, and actually not just you, George, Amy, Juliet. I mean, so many
Barbara.
people have probably got some inspiration from you, Thomas, too. You were kind of...
I don't know about that, but thank you. I do appreciate that. And Helix is growing pretty well too. So, yeah.
Thank you. But so I just realized that some big name carnivores do know my real name, but I don't feel like correcting everybody all the time. So it is whatever. But I had to forget. I had that pop in my head just now. I'm sorry. But
like who?
Jenny does. Bella does, because I was on the before I was I don't know, before I had a YouTube channel, I was on there, so she knows my name. And
Oh, okay.
and then Sean
So I
Baker
could,
does.
so I could bribe Bella and ask her what your real name is. Is that what you're
Yeah. You can't bribe Bella. Nobody can bribe Bella.
I know.
And then
she might be able to bribe me, but yeah, not
and
the
I
other way
think
around.
Courtney Luna knows my real name too. So yeah, because I was on her page before I learned how to change it.
I mean, something tells me I figured it out, but you know, I mean,
there you go.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
Helix, I can confirm that I accidentally saw your real name just now, but I will never use it because I know you don't want us to.
I mean, it's
But
okay
secondly,
if you want.
But secondly,
you know what?
It's good that you're Helix because your real name is shared with another major carnival influencer in our space.
Really?
Robin Herring.
Yeah. Tom. Yeah.
You guys did not hear it.
No, exactly. Yeah, so it's quite good that we're going to call you Helix because then there will be no confusion between yourself and the other major influencer in our space. So
also, I was surprised in Bella's.
You're actually the Helix.
Yeah, I think it fits me better. But I was surprised in Bella's group that there are so many of my real name, and I was shocked. Of course, we're all like 25 and over, but you know, hey, that goes for that name.
Yeah.
Right, folks. I have just received a notification from Mrs. Claus that the dinner is served, so I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I'm afraid,
George,
but I will be.
Great to have you on here. I do apprate it.
It's been great fun as always. So
yeah.
And
this time no accidents.
No, not this time. That's very good.
You didn't have to call the fire brigade.
Not the fire brigade. So yeah. Yeah, I looked that up actually because the fire brigade is actually even an old term here in the UK now because we have gone to fire and rescue service, but the London fire crews are still known as the brigade. So if you talk about the fire brigade in this country, you know
I
who we're
like
talking
fire
about.
brigade the best.
Yeah, I think it's best as well, to
Okay.
be honest with you.
I don't think it would have
Right.
worked out if you said fire.
No, exactly. That's right. Yeah, exactly. So it works. Anyway, guys, I've got to go. So I shall see you all very
Merry
soon.
Nice to meet
Christmas.
you,
Merry
George.
Christmas, everybody. Cheers. Bye bye.
Hi, George. Merry Christmas.
Good night.
Okay, so there he goes. You guys have figured out how to leave, I see. Huh.
Aw, bye. No,
My trap did not work.
but
Dude,
yeah,
the-
it's on StreamYard. I'm gonna use that for a month and then go to someone else for a month. So we'll
Well,
see.
I have StreamYard as
Yeah.
well as this, and I do it for the free. I do it at the free service, and
Mhm.
obviously I'm able to do a lot. The only thing is, though, I want to start being able to have my guests be able to put onto their channel,
Yeah.
and StreamYard makes it easier for me to do that. So
Okay.
it's like to me that is worth getting people to be able to advertise. So like when Barbara comes on, she's going to be able to put on her channel. Same with anybody else. So, but I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. I have to kind of do my budget and everything first, but
Yeah.
put the numbers together. But right now it's free. So
Cool.
free is good.
I think I have mine for a week, and then I just it's hopefully I have a job next week because I'm going nuts. So I'm going nuts.
Oh yeah. Well,
They
my prayer
said
for
that
you.
they would call me after Christmas and hopefully start me the second or first week of January. So
Okay. All right. Well, let's pray. Like let's
I have been praying since I had the.
pray or wish or whatever you want to do. Whatever works
I've been
for.
praying since I got the email. So yeah.
Been hoping.
Yeah, it's at a really cool historic building. It 1800s, I want to say, and then they've got a lot of original buggies and wagons and stuff. You pull those all day and everything like that. It's maintenance work, so that should be pretty easy, explanatory stuff. But
Yeah,
I've
and
been a
Amy
custodian
reminds me.
engineer, which is pretty close. So
Yeah, Amy reminds me that you can do it with. I can do this with Emux, and we did learn how to do it. It's just Amy, I'm not as bright as you are when it comes to technology, so
neither.
I've already forgotten. So, and I don't think you want to keep on teaching me. Where StreamYard is just a push of a button. There's no like downloading and stuff like that. So, but I mean, I'll probably still have Emux in the background, but I think at the beginning I'll just use, But I'm not going to pay for any more than the $40 service. I'm not going to do that. Like I'm not paying $80 a month. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, good Lord, no.
Yeah, we'll just do the top layer. Just
Now, when I'm a big YouTuber, hell yeah, I'll just spend my money on silly stuff.
And what does John say? Nuts. I already went nuts. Normal is just underrated. It's just a cycle on the washing machine.
That is true.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You know, the squirrels lose 80% of their nuts.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the food. Okay. I'm sorry.
My aunt hates squirrels with a large passion because she's a bird feeder gal. My son has to draw her a squirrel once in a while and tape it to the wall or like to the window. He'll do the corner of the window and he's like, Aunt Charlotte, go see that squirrel. Go see that squirrel. And she has to play scared of it all the time. He's just a little trickster. But it's funny.
It is funny.
He's a little teaser. I got a little teaser, man, and I don't know what to do with him half the time other than just laugh because I know that's what he's trying to do is make me laugh. So I got the little symbol right here. That was so hard to do too. All right.
Yeah, Amy is saying that StreamYard makes it easy. It's just money, obviously, which is probably why it makes it easy. But one of the things I like to be able to do, and Helix, you just kind of mentioned it, maybe without even realizing it, to get rid of the I don't know if you can see it or not, but we pointing to the right over there. Sorry, am I pointing the right side?
Yeah, that
I
way.
guess on YouTube I am. So right up there, right above your head. You know.
Hold on, I look like okay. There we go.
You
I
know,
look like that.
the powered by EveMuck or EvMuck.
I don't know.
EveMuck. You know, StreamYard is a lot easier to pronounce.
And it has a duck on it, so that's why I got it. There's a
I
duck
think
on it.
that'd be Rick's favorite thing.
Yeah. I mean, the duck I drew was pretty good. It was out of the blue. So, yeah. I'm currently trying to draw something for you, so I keep doodling and see if that takes me somewhere.
I
So,
just put my prime rib in the oven. Ooh.
damn.
Well, Terry, Sue, it might be harder with crossed fingers. Uncross your fingers. Like, if you try putting anything in the oven with crossed fingers, that's going to be a little problematic. Yeah.
Ah.
But my grandfather actually, and this is actually a true story, my grandfather actually lost his middle finger when the oven door closed on it.
That one? This one? This one?
Yeah. Yep. So he used to flip people the bird, and no one knew it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And I had to ask him. I had to ask him one time because I guess he didn't think that we would think about this. And I'm like, Grandpa, how are you opening the oven door? Like, how can you do your middle finger but never the rest of the fingers? Like most people, like take their hand like this and they open the oven door. You know, like excuse my thing, but you know, to take your finger, like, how are you opening the oven door and closing it? For
Squirrels are meat.
and Terry Sue says I'm a smart aleck as always.
I'm a smartass.
And retired Rick is asking me how
Hey.
much weight have I lost since I started carnivore. I'll be honest with you, Rick. I don't. I would say if I was going to average it out, I probably lost maybe 20 pounds, but gained back some of it from muscle and stuff. So it's kind of.
Oh my goodness, light.
Hey, Thomas.
I am better than I was. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't. I don't think I've really. According to the scale, I haven't lost that much weight.
Oh,
But
Hey, Thomas.
the clothes better. Yes, Gary.
I was muted there. I was saying I had a theory on the middle finger there. He was probably cooking a chicken or a turkey or some kind of bird, and he had to open the oven door to flip the bird. No? Nothing?
I would think that should be true. However, it was at a bakery, so he was baking cake.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was only 17 when it happened, so he wasn't even the baker. He was like the apprentice, so to speak. So he probably knowing my grandfather, he probably was showing off and thought, "Oh, look at me, I can do this," you know.
anyway.
And
Yeah, my grandpa's got 2 round nails from a tractor incident.
yeah.
But yeah, when I was little, I used to go like this to them. And he's like, "Ah, what are you doing? What are you doing?" But it was like soothing for me when I would like it because it's all smooth and it's like round. He's like, "Stop it!" But yeah, not a few tractor accidents in my family. They've got weird fingers. Yep.
And Terry Girl is being politically correct here, I guess. I would have said a $$ at Helix, but didn't want to get Thomas in YouTube jail. It
I'm
takes
in-
a lot less than that to get into YouTube jail there,
Oh shit,
Terry Sue. So I don't think it would make much of a difference.
that's funny. With everything that we've said compared to other, those YouTubers, we'll call them that. I think we're good.
And Bride's Biscuit says, I see what you did there, Gary. And Gary, I saw what you did there too.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Humor's funny like that.
Yeah. Well, bad jokes are like throwing dice. Every once in a while you'll get the snake eyes.
Actually, I'm pretty good at bad jokes,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Well, so am I, but sometimes you just don't. Sometimes I've said jokes before, and people are just like, you can actually hear the silence in the room, even when it's like no one's talking. It's like, even when you're in the chat and you say something, you can just feel the silence.
That's
Maybe if we
normal.
don't say anything, maybe he won't notice that we aren't paying any attention.
It's like when my mom tries to be funny. She's not.
Oh, that's even worse. Mom jokes?
Oh, my mom thinks she's funny, and it'll be with the family too. And I'm like, can you stop?
What's funny is when my niece and nephew were younger, I used to do the dad jokes. I shouldn't say used to, because we obviously know that's not true. And they'd be like, "Oh, dad jokes." And I said, "No, I don't have dad jokes. I'm not a dad. I'm an uncle, and they're even worse."
Yeah.
Because
Uncles are
I
worse.
don't care what I'm like, Brad, I don't care what my sister thinks of my jokes. You have to be careful of your own wife. He's like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't have to be careful of my sister. I could care less.
Yeah, in my family, my mom is one of 6. She's the second oldest, and so I have 3 uncles, and then my aunts are all married. Yeah, you remind me of my Uncle Rob, but so that's why I call you Uncle Rib. So it just kind of works out. He'll do the dad jokes until I leave. So
That's fine. And just in case anybody's wondering, I turned the camera off and I turned the mute because I'm blowing my nose. I just don't want anybody to hear
thank
it.
you for being polite. Thank you.
In case anybody's wondering why I turn off the camera, and
Yes.
I'm gonna scoot on out of here.
you're gonna
I gotta
scoot.
do something real quick. So I'm gonna leave, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Same
but I'll
here.
still be listening in.
Same here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Merry
Barb.
Christmas,
You're
Dana.
always a delight. So, all right. Do you know how to get out?
I think so.
Yeah, there she goes. Okay, so we're down to 3. So
Can Amy come in?
Amy can come in.
Come on in, Amy.
Amy's always welcome to come in.
Amy, anybody?
I'm sorry, Lainey. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Let's put that over again. I'm sorry, lady. Thank you, Lainey. I did see that. I was just about to say about it. So Lainey just bought me a coffee, and
What kind?
probably the espresso.
Yeah.
I think
You
I,
don't want
cha- I think I
espresso.
changed it though. Let me actually take a look at that. I got my email like right there.
So I don't know if you've ever seen Over the Hedge. Have you? No.
The cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon Over the Hedge. So I'm my spirit cartoon from that movie is Hammy, and if I have espresso, you might as well see the whole world freeze. So
Yeah.
even when I was a little quiet little thing, you might as well see the whole world freeze.
I mean, I love black coffee. I like black coffee, but the
Mhm.
better the coffee, the better. So if it's lousy coffee, it's like, okay, I don't care if
Yeah.
it's going to kick my carnivore card or not. I'm going to put at least some half and half in it or something.
Yeah.
If I can find heavy cream, I'll do that. But
Oh.
then I actually figured out how to change the name from Buy Me a Coffee to Buy Me Hack and Health.
Cool.
So anytime
wanna go
anybody
to
buys
Hack
me a
and Health.
coffee,
Yeah.
that money gets saved for my trip to Hack and Health.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah, Mitch got me. Was it Mitch that got me to do that, or somebody, or it might have been Amy that actually changed their. Yeah, I think Amy has Buy Me Bacon instead of Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll get a whole truck full for her.
Yeah. Well, I have my suitcase bacon. So.
Did you know there's such thing as lamb bacon? Like.
Well, why wouldn't there be? There's beef. There's pork. I'm sure there's chicken bacon.
My mindset about meat was very, very narrow minded until I got into this world. I just thought there was like this stuff I saw at the grocery store, and that's it. But half that stuff I didn't know what it was until I started trying different meats. There was a few months where I just tried different random meats that I've never tried before, and that was fun. That was fun. So I would just go to the grocery store every day, and then because back then I was making the good money, I would just go to the grocery store every day, pick up a random meat, try it, look it up. Well, I would look it up first on how to cook it before I bought it, and then and then I would do that for a few months at a time. It was fun. So oxtail is my favorite. So far, and it makes the jello. It makes the jello like a jello, and I just eat that. It's my favorite. But I would live on oxtail every single day.
We still have another 20 minutes to go, so if anybody else wants to come on here and say their Merry Christmas wishes or anything like that, you're more than welcome.
Or if another. How many spots you got on here?
I think I can do like most people up to 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't.
I
even,
think
now
I,
I don't
I think I came close with 9 once,
Whoa.
but
Maybe was Paul already on here? I've seen Paul, right? I've seen
Paul
Paul.
was here before. He's spending time with his granddaughter, so I'm not sure if he's here now or not. Excuse me. Yeah, no, Paul's definitely welcome. Paul's always welcome. I'm actually going to be interviewing him soon.
Well,
I have to look at my calendar to tell. I don't really know.
There's Angela. Hello.
Oh,
Just sitting on the couch, was watching It's a Wonderful Life, so I just paused it to jump
so
on.
you decided to watch My Wonderful Life?
That's funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I met my new neighbors this morning.
That's good. Are they nice?
Yep, seemed to be, and the girls, the lady over there, her mother's going to be moving in with them, and they'll have 2 dogs, so Ted will have some friends maybe.
Yeah, cool. And how's Teddy doing?
He's being lazy. I tried to trim his hair a little bit today, but he wasn't too crazy about it.
My dog's sleeping. I would go get him, but he's sleeping. He gets very grumpy if he's woken up.
Yeah, oh yes, they usually are. Say, hey, Ted.
You're so cute.
Hey, Teddy. Teddy, how was the bacon?
Oh, he enjoyed the bacon. I had given him some that was raw in his bowl. He didn't want that. He wanted mine.
He wanted the nice cooked.
Hold on. Let me go get him. He's up. Russell.
He is the most picky eater in the world. I buy him raw dog food and I have to cook it before he'll eat it.
Okay.
There's Georgette coming up behind me.
Hello, Georgette. Terry Sue says oxtail makes good broth. No,
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've actually heard that too. Do you guys have any plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to my grandson's fiance's house tomorrow. That's the only thing I'm doing.
Okay.
Come here. Oh my gosh. Well, you gotta come in the camera.
Well, we're celebrating Christmas today. My daughter and her boyfriend are coming over in a few hours, and we're gonna have a big dinner tonight.
Russell, come here.
And basically nothing planned for tomorrow other than continue eating from whatever we cooked today. So we got ham and rib roast, what's on the menu, and they're gonna do like all their duck food crap.
Yeah, he's only mine for like a point second.
Energetic.
Yeah. Just like
Ted's a lazy little dog.
Almost like the dog I took care of.
he's mine, but only if I have food. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
news alert. That's pretty much most dogs.
But he likes his boy and he likes his grandma.
So
So
he
there you
really
go.
loves me when I have a bowl of food.
He will stand out of my door, and I will hear his little paws like right out of my door. It's like the security guard's here for food. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a dog be like, "Is that what you're giving me?" No.
Yeah, only if humans were like that. But
Like cats.
That's Ted. He'll turn his nose up at it. Like, nope, I don't want that.
Yeah, cat. I love how cats test water every single time they put their paw in.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not dying yet. I guess.
they're semi-cautious, but I think their epiphanies.
Semi-cautious.
their epiphanies take over most of the time, you know. But, all right.
And speaking of cats, Lewis is here.
Oh, cats.
Hey, Lewis. Come on, Lewis.
See? Merry Christmas all. Hey, Lewis.
I gotta hop off now. My mom's probably calling me.
You can just go off. You don't have to hop.
I don't have her shit. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for having me on. This was fun.
No, thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Now, how do I leave?
Christmas.
Well, that's that. Ask Gary. I don't help people get off. They have to figure it
Gary, how do I leave?
out. You're my prisoner.
I'm on my phone and there's a big red live button with a clock timer. So it's pretty easy on the phone.
I can kick you off the screen, but I can't kick you off out of the chats.
Oh, I can.
Actually, no. I have
drop down menu from the top.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I thought it was real funny the other day when I told Dr. Nelson and them about my new GP and how he started laughing. I thought that was great.
Oh my God. So it's great that we all. Oh, she didn't fully leave. There we go. Now she's gone. No, she's not. So I do appreciate everybody coming today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, I'm probably going to go to sleep after this.
Yeah. That way you fight off that cold.
Yeah.
About ready to
I'm gonna watch
the
my
grill
new
behind me.
cars. What I'm gonna do is nasty. This is gonna be almost 70 here today.
Yeah. So I mean, like I was supposed to go out with my sister today, but I was like, I don't want to go someplace public, like to a family's house and be like all stuffy and everything. And
Be right back.
All right, we'll count the seconds you're gone. 1. Just kidding.
That'd be boring.
Yeah. Lewis, come here so we can get a counter for Gary.
Lewis put a counter up.
I'm trying to think who would actually count for Gary. So
what else is going on, Thomas?
Not much. Just a lot of like waiting for certain days to come. So, We'll count the seconds are gone. And George is actually showing for info on Thomas's platform. There's a drop-down box, top right of screen. You will find log out in that drop-down box. Thank you, George, for giving away my secret.
I thought George said he had to go and then he's back.
Oh. You know how many times I've done that? Like, I'm going to go to bed now, and then I end up like because somebody says something or something like that gets me to have to respond.
Right.
I thought
Right.
you went. Well, I did,
Yeah.
but you guys talked about me, so or something, or you
I
said
gotta
something that
respond
just
back,
wasn't,
right?
you know. Were you there? Were you on the live yesterday with Kilts or no? On the Zoom call?
Yes.
So you saw my story and everything,
Yep.
and all my pictures, my drawings.
Yep. Yeah, I had to switch over to the screen where it shows everybody, since
Okay.
it only on the other screen only shows when you're talking, and so for me to really be able to see them, I switched over to the other screen so I could see better instead of it popping up real quick and disappearing again because you
Yeah,
didn't
because
see
each drawing would be
anything.
like this big.
So yeah. Well, plus like I said, it's a small screen on my phone, so yeah,
Oh, it's even smaller on the phone. Yeah,
yeah.
because I think we had about 15 people on the chats. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it was decent. I didn't count how many people was there though.
And I'm not usually on the Tuesday ones because that one costs like $10 or something. So
I think it's a little bit. I don't remember. I thought it was only 5, but anyway, because I paid for that one, but I still have a hard time finding the link for that one. Even though I paid at that level, it's still when
it
you
still
look
doesn't come
under
up.
like your events is not there.
Oh, okay. And you have us on notification.
Yeah, that's usually where I find it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for mine, it would have to be notification, but I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to see Ollie. I would think Ollie would put it in for everybody. It's like automatically.
Yeah. You would think if you click on your events, you should just see every event that you have access to.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
never see it there
YouTube's
for
been
the
changing
Tuesday
things
night.
around. Like the other day, I forget whose it was, and I wasn't getting notification, and I found out that I was unsubscribed. I'm like, I never
Oh,
unsubscribed to this person. So it's like YouTube is like randomly unsubscribing you from different channels, and you have to go back and you have to subscribe yourself back in again.
well, somehow I accidentally blocked Peter, and I
And I
finally
heard about
found out
that.
where
I heard
it
about
was in
that. That's funny.
YouTube to find his name so I could get him unblocked. Cause I must have been sleepy one day and had my thumb on his name. You know how that, you
I know
know.
I guess you were dreaming about being mad at Peter, and you just decided to unblock him. You're like, I'm not mad at Peter. That was a dream.
Because a few days ago I saw people saying hello to him. I'm like, I don't see him in the chat. Why don't I see him in the chat? Oh, something must have happened, and I finally found out where to unblock him.
I had that happen. I was mentioning it earlier. I had that happen with me on Kilts for Sunday, where I'm talking in the chats, and George saw it because he was on the same thing. But
Right.
I'm in the chats talking, and no one like I'm actually like on fire with all my chats and everything like that, my jokes, whatever, and no one's responding. They're completely silent. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe my jokes are that bad, But then I'm like, okay, let me check because I'm on the vertical, not the horizontal. And
Right.
I'm like, because that's what they put me on automatically. When I clicked, that's what they put me on.
Right.
So I went over to the vertical, the horizontal, the normal one, what I
Right.
consider normal.
Right.
And I'm like, did anybody hear my past chats? And they're like, no, like we had no idea you were even here, basically. And like I think it was Juliet or someone that said like, no, we had no idea. And I'm like, okay. Now I really hate the vertical version. It's like I said all that stuff and excuse me, and it's just like just so annoying. But
What I would click on one of them, and it would come up with the cell phone version. I don't like that even on the cell phone. And then I would go back and say, well, which one I clicked on, the first one or the second one, in the list, and I'd guess and try to find the one that's horizontal because I just like that better anyway.
yeah, I mean on the computer you could tell right away which it is because you can see.
Well, Juliet had said something about look for the cell phone symbol, and I'm like, oh, it does have a cell phone symbol on it. I hadn't noticed that. I hadn't paid attention to it.
And Bride's Biscuit says, YouTube has been doing this for a hot minute. I go in weekly and check, usually needing to resub to some. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, just resub, but it's just the fact that it, if you're not going to know you unsub to somebody until after you go
right.
through all this,
Well, but you kind of wonder sometimes, like, I haven't seen much from so and so lately. What's going on, right?
Yeah, it's like, why am
Um,
for a while there, Julie, it's like you never you never get information of my channel, and I'm like, and I looked, I'm like, oh, I think it might have been Julia I was like unsubscribed to. Yeah.
hmm.
So, so live's going to be going off in about 9 minutes. So I guess Christmas won't be over, but I guess the live will be over soon. Because I don't think you guys want me to re come on again, right? So
Yeah, we had enough of you, Thomas.
yeah, I've had enough of me. I mean, I can go and you guys can continue if you want.
But I'm going after this. Like I said, go wash my car.
We should do like a Carnivore Pets channel. Have everybody's pets just do their own channel.
I know. I was trying to mute. It won't let me mute.
Oh no, your dog's fine.
Ted.
We just got Patty's Garden just joined.
I'm trying to mute Thomas. It won't let me mute.
No, you're fine. Maybe Teddy has something to say. Maybe we should listen.
I think he heard something outside.
Okay. Maybe it's Santa Claus.
Our neighbor's pulling out of their driveway. So maybe that's what he heard. Cause they ain't sitting one to look at them.
Maybe he thought he saw Santa Claus. Maybe he saw Gary out there. You know. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. And I will. I'm planning. Today's what, the 24th, right?
Yep. Yep.
So I will be on in 3 days. Unless I change my mind and be on sooner than that, but I'm going to be on 3 days, and I'm going to have Laura Russell.
I like Laura. I can't wait to see that. When's that one?
The 27th on Saturday, and then a few days from there on January 1st, will be the premiere of my new video, and Jen Mann from my Carniversary. So pretty exciting. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just preparing the video and stuff. I have one more clip to put into that video, which I think you can guess which clip it is, and hopefully it'll be the most hardworking video I've ever made. So hopefully people like it. So it only took 1 year to make. So everybody live, love, and heal. And for God's sakes,
eat the meat.
Talk to you later.